Guy's going to be really deconstructing his haircut, working with a razor to create maximum softness and texture and a deconstructed look. Guy's starting to work with a backward diagonal section through the mid-temple peak point. This is where he's going to establish the length running through the side areas that come onto the jawline and come onto the cheekbone. He's going to be working with a razor, cutting through the length from the internal shape being slightly shorter at the top and the external length at the bottom being longer. So technically he's creating a very subtle triangular cutting line from the top to the bottom of the cut. Once Guy has finished the last section through the center at the back, he's going to go back through that first side that he's just cut, pull out everything vertically on the cross check to make sure that the lengths are looking similar, and then start to take away some of that internal length and weight from the center of the hair shaft, working with the razor, using more of just the point of the razor to be a little bit more precise and going in from the mid-length through to the ends and just taking away some internal density. Now we have our visual guide running through that frontal zone. Guy can move on to the internal layering part of the fringe. This is where he can bring the rest of that zone down to the desired length by working with the V of the scissor and slicing through. Again, he is looking for something quite rounded, which is why you can see him pulling the hair out in a way that's coming out natural from the head position. He's not creating a huge heavy corner through the front there at all. He's creating something rounded, but he's now going to be working section 2 into 1, then 3 into 2 and 4 into 3. So he's going to be creating something that's a bit more squarer and a bit more consistent on the horizontal axes. The next zone Guy's going to be working through is through the top area, where he's going to be taking some internal density and weight from that middle zone, similar to how he approached the back area when texturizing. The way that he's going to do the top is by working forward diagonal sections to start encouraging the hair to sit in forward in the style that he wants to create. He's going to be elevating out 90 degrees, working with lots of tension through the fingers and sliding down with the razor, with the point of the razor, to be really precise and just taking away that little bit of density and increasing the texture through those areas. The beautiful thing about working with the razor through the front is that you can work through the density through the mid-lengths, and that will affect the external perimeter. Let's start off by working on the corner of the client and over directing everything towards the corner of the face. This will allow you to work with elevation and lots of control by working with the razor in the specific areas that you're targeting through the fringe. Guy's now moving on to the stage where he just wants to rough dry the hair in a very natural state. He hasn't applied any product into the hair at all at this moment in time and is going to keep it as natural as possible as he can throughout the whole process until the last moment. It's going to be styled, where he's going to be using drying techniques with the hairdryer on a very low speed and low heat, getting lots of control and being able to get close to the head shape. He's going to be using the comb to just manipulate the movement of the hair through the ends and get a little bit of smoothness through that fringe panel. This is going to enhance the movement and the curl in the ends of the hair through the fringe panel alone. The rest of the hair is going to be kept very heavily textured and not so much controlled at all in any way, shape or form. Remember, this look is still completely natural up until now, so Guy is going to be placing a very light hold hairspray in the hair, which is just going to increase a little bit of tackiness and dirtiness within the hair, and then finish it off with a very dry paste, which is going to increase the texture, increase the movement, give a little bit of shine and volume through the haircut. But again, it's a very minimal amount of product that you need in this hairstyle. Realistically, the client's not going to need to put product in the hair every single day, and he's going to be able to wake up, give it a bit of a rough up in the mirror, and it's going to look super cool and ready to go for the day. As we can see, we have a really cool, personalized, heavily texturized finish with the razor from start to finish, where we have that extended length in the back and heavily broken up fringe and side panel. We hope that you enjoyed watching this mid-length men's razor cut on the Academy collection, and we hope to see you on the next video.